Hello and welcome everyone to today's video. Today I want to talk about the meta and Genshin Impact and is it worth chasing the meta in Genshin? And for me personally, yeah, I chase after the abyss. I 9 star floor 12 every cycle, but I have a different opinion about that. Cause chasing the meta is not worth it for me, if I'm gonna be honest. Because this game ultimately is easy. The only hard content, of course, is the abyss, and some maybe two events every year, maybe something like that. Two events every year that are hard, that you can't get the highest score of. Of course, nobody can hit that. The only option to hit that is to have a whale account. That's for sure, because you can see how people with R5 C6 characters and God artifact barely hit those events. So the other option that you will benefit from is the abyss. This is the abyss. As I said, I always get 36 star, but there were some areas that I didn't get 36 star. If you see my record, I didn't get here 36 star because I didn't have the mentality, if I'm gonna be honest, to chase after the teams. So it was annoying for me. So yeah, that was the reason. But this is the same cycle as this. I did get 36 star after that cycle. So it was just a mood thing. I didn't have the mood to do it, but every cycle or every cycle of the abyss, mean every update, I can 36 star the abyss. That's for sure. And with what? With the same old characters. I tried sometimes some new characters I got in the way, but mostly it's just Hyper Bloom, uh, doing some vape with the characters like Hu Tao, like Shenling, the always the same characters. You can always 36 star the best with them. So for me, if you care about Abyss, if you care about those 36 star Abyss and those primos, I don't think they are worth it. That's first. I don't think they are worth it because mostly if you have any characters, you will 36 star the Abyss. I know that you can win 36 star the Abyss with any character. And don't tell me that in the comments because I know you can 36 star the Abyss with any character you have. But you need the mentality to try again and again and again. And I don't have the mentality for that. I did Abyss like on one go. I need to finish it like under 3 hours, sometimes an hour and a half, and finish it from 8 to 12. So I don't have the mentality to start resetting. I mean from 9, not from 8. I don't have the mentality to reset and go chase after some luck or some RNG. So I need to do it fast. And to do that, I think you just need 2 teams. And especially with the Hyper Bloom, it's very easy to do that nowadays. I mean, if you have a team with Hyper Bloom, like you don't even need to have Nahida. Nahida, of course, make it like way easier. But if you have just Kokishinobu, she's the best enabler for it. So if you don't have Raiden Shogun, she's also a healer, so that you can benefit from that. You have your Dendro supports like, of course, Yao Yao. She's not as great, but if you maybe use her with Shinobu and use a Hydro character, this is the only problem that you will be facing is the Hydro character, because if you need a Hyper Bloom on the Vape team, you will need 2 Hydro characters, mostly outfield, and you won't have that. But if you have someone like Ayato, Lan, extra, you will have that very easy. Mostly for me, to be honest, I just use Hyper Bloom or Aggravate is the second option. If you have Kitchen, I have a really well built Kitchen, so she's eating well, and I have some consolation over losing some 50-50s. So if you have all that, I think it will be very easy. If I'm gonna be honest, to 36 star diabase. If you have like 3 gyms or something like that, of course you will only need the DPS. You got Huta or Raiden. Or, I think those are one of the most popular characters that everybody needs. So you will have one of them. You will have one of them eventually, because I don't think there is someone that won't like every character of these. So I do think that you will have some. And if you have those characters that can finish the abyss for you, why chase the meta after that? Because believe me, those same teams, you will finish every abyss with them. You will finish every abyss with them. The game, it did get a little bit harder in Summer. I won't deny that. The abyss in Summer gets really hard sometimes. You need to reset sometimes. But at the same time, if you have Nahida especially, and you do aggravate or Hyper Bloom team, like that's a character, especially the Hyper Bloom. You don't even need stat, you just need elemental mastery, and you have one of the biggest single target damage in the game, and even it work for multiple targets if you have Nahida, because shielding every enemy. So you have uh, like a lot of birds with one stone. And if you want my advice, if you have some teams to clear the abyss, just go for whoever you like. I didn't get Yola because of the meta. Yeah, she can hit pretty big numbers. That's one of the reasons I got her, but for of course because I love her gameplay. She's the only Claymore user in the entire game that I like the gameplay of. I am not a huge fan for Claymore gameplay, but I freaking love Eula's game. Just this dance alone and the quick movement, and of course the design of the character make me fall for her. Raiden too, all the story of the character make me fall for her and her first banner. And if you weren't there at the time, yeah, Raiden was considered to be a mediocre character. Yeah, the character now that considered one of the best in the game was considered to be mid by the community. And there is a lot of occasion like that, of course. But yeah, things turn out very not good for all of those saying. And just recently, in this last banner, I got Wanderer, and yeah, I didn't get him because I care about his damage. Until this day, he doesn't do a lot of damage for me. He has some decent artifacts, not the best, but some decent things. But I just love going out with him, flying in the world, and this is mostly what you will do in Genshin. You won't mostly do some combats because the game doesn't have a lot of combat, and every combat in the world can end like in 3 seconds. So it is what it is. Just fall for whoever you like. And of course, I am speaking with the meta players because, yeah, if you don't care about the meta, because you won't even care about this, you will fall for whoever you like, story wise or gameplay wise. For me, I mostly fall for the characters for the gameplay. I don't fall for the story. If we speak about the characters that I love their story, but I don't like the gameplay of is Albedo and Tartaglia. I freaking love the gameplay of Chataglia, but I don't like his cooldown. That cooldown make me just triggered, so I don't didn't fall for him. At that reason, Albedo, I don't know what the gameplay is. Yoimiya, too, I really love her character, but I don't like the gameplay, so I didn't fall for. There are characters that I didn't fall for because of the gameplay. I don't like the gameplay, even if I do like them in the story. But if you like the characters and the story, you want to have them, that's your choice. But as I said, the meta doesn't matter in this game because if you have the right characters, like you will mostly do all of the abilities with them. And if you spend, of course, a little bit of reason getting some artifacts like the ones I have for Genshin, I don't think any character will struggle if I'm gonna be honest. If you have some maybe 5-star weapons, I don't have much of them because I am just someone who buys a little walking moon. Not every month because I don't have it now. I don't have the walking moon even now. And of course, I don't buy crystals because this is scam. But even the walking moon that I buy sometimes. So I am not a whale or a dolphin, or I am a little spender that spent like $60 in a 3 years game. So I think that's really good. I did spend like the $60 around that part in a game that I played for 3 years. Yeah, even the subscription games like WoW and the other games that won't make that much of a good deal if you play them. That's it for this topic. It was just a little chat with you about the meta in Genshin. For me, as I said, yeah, the meta is not worth it anymore because if you chase a character because of their power level but you ignore, do you enjoy playing these characters? Of course, there is if you enjoy the strongest of the character, that's not a problem. It's about to go after what you enjoy. So if you enjoy the meta, go for it. But I really don't think you will be enjoying this game much because there is not much about the meta in this game, but there is a lot of casual things to do here. So try to find what you really like in the game. For me, it was a long time that I chased after the meta. I didn't fall for the characters if I didn't like the how strong they are. But now I don't really care. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care how much character is strong because I have everything that I want for the meta, and all of those characters can help me with everything here. And I don't need anymore a strong character, but a fun character that I can play with in the overworld because that's mostly is. And even if you can't uh, complete the abyss, I mean, what is it? Is it a 50 primos? Let's just put the calculation. If you put for a character because the meta to get that extra primos that you say in your mind that will help you get more characters. But don't forget, if you got a character because all of the meta and you don't like them, that you lost like a lot of balls there. On those balls, I think it will be quite a lot of time to uh, get back from that 50 primos. So I don't think it's a good trade for me, honestly. And that's it for the video. Put your opinion in the comments and what you think about meta in Genshin. I know most of you will say that there is no meta in the game, but of course we welcome all of the opinion of you and see you in another video.